welcome to Lowcountry View with Earl Yates. Of course, I'm Earl Yates, I'm your host. And today, my guest is Robert McCaw. Robert is the area director for the Lowcountry Business Circle. Most of you, I'm sure, know Kimberly Tetro, who is the founder and main director of the circle. But this is her right-hand man, her henchman, so to speak. He goes around and makes sure everything is going great. While everyone sees Kimberly, this is the man that's doing all the work. Now, Robert, welcome on the show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, before we get to the Lowcountry Business Circle, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
I moved to the Lowcountry a few years ago. Be closer to my mom and my sister. Spent some quality family time, and I was visiting, and I fell in love with the area. Being a good old Long Island boy, I fell in love with being near the water and the area, and just basically, I'm just a family man now, newly married with my first baby boy.
Nice.
First-time father in his 40s, navigating the challenges on a daily basis, and just trying to live my life and enjoy my family.
So, of course, that makes being a director in a marketing firm very easy after dealing with the little 9-month-old, huh?
Well, it does, although sometimes I feel like I can communicate better with him than people sometimes. He's hilarious, but yeah, I agree with you. It does make it easier. I do run for the hills when I get a chance to get out of the house and go talk to clients and actually have adult conversation, although hopefully I don't baby talk with them when I first start a conversation.
Now, with the Lowcountry Business Circle, now it was just you and Kimberly at first, and now you guys have like 12 employees. Not only that, you have a great base that spanned from the internet to where you're actually putting up billboards and doing things like that. I mean, you're now also in Charleston. Tell me a little bit about how the business has grown for you.
Well, basically what's happened is Kimberly's been driving the events, she'll go out to, we had the Bluff and Block party and, Lowcountry Rockin' the Pink Cancer walk, and, we have the Marine Corps Ball coming up. What she's done is she has been out there interactive with the clients and with the consumers, helping grow what originally started out 5 years ago as just a web-based online networking marketing firm. And what's happened is as the members have grown in numbers, the demand for different avenues of marketing have come up. What we've done is basically we have billboards going up on 46 and Highway 170. We now have grown from the online aspect into a full-fledged marketing firm. We now have available, in addition to our new real estate listing section, we can do your web hosting, web design, graphics designs, photography services. We can actually drive and create your events, just every aspect. What's even better is that Kimberly has cultivated such great relationships with the media over the years, such as HHI, and also the 1049 The Surf and Time Warner, and we can actually negotiate media buys. And especially what really helps is for businesses that don't have that discretionary income to do such things. We really strive to help small businesses, just as much as some of the bigger businesses.
Well, what anyone would know about Kimberly is she's first a people person. First she deals with things that we've worked together on. She starts off with people and she ends with people. And in the middle, of course, you have the business aspect. And coming into that situation, it must have been a very, very easy transition for you to work for someone and beside someone who begins and ends as a personality, not a business.
Yes, that's 100% true. I would have to agree. It's kind of got a caveat because what happens is Kimberly, being that person, being the face of the company and also running out there 24/7, to be at all of these events, and yes, also attend to the actual needs, the work that has to be done for the clients to get their name out there. I kind of walked in to help with that. And it's easy in the respect that Kimberly has such a great reputation and has built up such a rapport with so many clients. But on the other end of it, they're expecting to see Kimberly, and then they see me come walking in the door, and who are you? And so what we've tried to do is come in between, where she's still out there, meeting and greeting. I'm getting the work done for the people. She's, getting the work, and I'm trying to get, their names out there and get everybody's messages heard. And it's growing so fast that we actually expanded into Charleston and everywhere in between. We have an amazing expanded IT department. We have somebody handling web design and web hosting, somebody for photography services. We've gone from basically 2 to 3 people up to about a dozen people, a great team of people handling all different aspects to help small businesses and large businesses alike get their message out there. And I think it's just been wonderful, daunting at times, but back to the original point that you made with somebody like Kimberly as the face of the company and out doing the work that she does. She's so involved with events such as the Marine Corps Ball, which is on the 5th, getting with restaurants to give discounts to the servicemen, and hotel discounts, and hair salons that are going to do updos for the women, at a discounted rate, and Operation R&R, the block party, raising money in excess of $3,000 for that. Participation out at Rockin' the Lowcountry Pink for cancer.
Well, you guys are doing so much. I mean, it's amazing how much you are doing. Now, 2 questions. One, the first, what is it that you, Kimberly, and your staff do so well that you have so much business? And the second question, how has that relayed to our community as a whole? Because I know Kimberly does a lot, as you do, just from the heart. I mean, we spoke off camera about the small bookstore that you're now doing marketing for. Give me an answer to those 2 questions, if you could.
Well, without a doubt. What we're trying to do and what we are doing, which makes us unique, is initially when everybody was online and doing the online marketing, what she did was basically put all of the members up to the scrutiny of the actual consumer with reviews. What separates clients and what separates the actual organizations that market for clients is reviews. If you have a member that has great reviews, if you have client A, B, and C, and they're all the same, the reviews are really going to separate who is better and who isn't. And at the same point, we actually follow through on the reviews. If we have clients that are members that have bad reviews, we hold them accountable. And what that makes us unique in the sense that people that go to our website and people that are looking for goods and services that help drive the Lowcountry economy, they know that if they go to somebody that is a member, that we have put them under the scrutiny of where they are, and upholding the proper standards of American business and doing what they say they're going to do. We now have, what makes us a little more unique, also we are out meeting with the clients. A lot of marketing firms that are online are basically ghosts. They're online, you don't see the person, you don't talk to them, everything's done through email. We'll actually get out and meet with the clients, find out about them, sit with them like you sat with me earlier, and do the best that we can for them. So we try and put a face to the product. Now, as far as what we do in the community and which ties into the actual company is it's interactive. For a lot of smaller businesses, especially like this Booksalicious bookstore, what they've done is they have the opportunity to actually have a hand in their own advertising. They can go on, they can post on Facebook, they can go on YouTube. We have so many different things available to them. We charge We have an investment cost of $395 a year, about $1 a day to be on our website and advertise with us. And that is just very inexpensive. And what makes it work is we have clients that have their own voice, that want to say their own things and have their own input and save their own money. And that also makes us unique in the sense that interactive with the members, and what even takes it one step further with the interaction is these same members are out at the Rock and the Pink Cancer. They're out at the Bluckton Block Party. These same people are out contributing into the community, not thinking about themselves, not thinking about their business. They have the opportunity to come out to the booth. They can bring their literature and their brochures, but at the same time, they're actually meeting and they're hands-on with the people.
Wow, I'm really gonna try to find something that I can market myself, because you have me very excited, so I know the viewers are excited too. Robert, it was a pleasure to meet you, and it was a pleasure to have you on. And trust me, although they're not going to see Kim coming through the door, I'm more than certain after a little conversation that they'll love to have you around.
Well, we hope so.
This has been Lowcountry View with Earl Yates, and of course, my guest has been Robert McCaw. Spoke a little bit about the Lowcountry Business Circle, which he and Kimberly Tetro run. It's a very special place because it has very special people. So you have the website, and thank you for viewing, and we'll take a short break and come right back. Thank you. Welcome back to Lowcountry View of Hilton Head. My name is Earl Yates, I'm your host, and today my guest is Suzanna Johnston. Suzanna is on today for a very, very, very special reason. Of course, any time that we speak of our kids, our community, it's the foundation of which we build every community on. The kids, their schooling, and now you have the Lady Seahawks Health and Fitness Expo, which this has been created for the sole purpose of bringing in revenue for our ladies, our young ladies throughout the community who are participating in sports, because of course our school district is not going to fund them with absolutely everything they need, so of course they lean on us, the community, to make sure they get the correct funding. And without further ado, Suzanna.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm good.
Now, before we get to the expo, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a mom of 3 kids, and my husband and I have I've been here for 20 years on Hilton Head, and my husband's been here for over 30 years. So we're real entrenched with our community, and I have 2 girls in high school and 1 son that just went to college. So both of my girls play sports, and I work at Moss Creek. It's my full-time job, and then I volunteer a lot of other places. Well,
it's amazing because I've found that this community gives back. I wouldn't say most, because I haven't lived in every community, but give back, I would say, more than most communities. And so you're a perfect example of that. You're a mom, you have your work, you do what you have to do, but here it is, you're holding a very, very vital position and something that's very important to our community, and it's strictly on a volunteer basis, isn't it? I would hope so.
Yes, it is. It is. I'm the treasurer for the Booster Club at the high school, and my friend LJ Bush came to me with this idea that he wanted to do something to empower girls and something to empower our girls' teams. We have 11 girls sports teams at Hilton Head High School. A lot of them are JV and varsity combined, so that's a lot of athletes that are participating in sports after school, which, you know, is a great thing. It gives kids something to do after school and to help them, you know, good with their self-esteem. So he asked if I would. LJ's like the brain power behind that, and he contacted me because he knows I know a lot of people on the island, as does he. He grew up here. And then we have Holly Majinski, who's helping us with this. She works for Hilton Head Hospital, and she is a nutritionist, and so she also has kids in the public school system. And we're just trying to do something for our teams to help them be able to do some additional things, go to tournaments, maybe go to some sports camps, and help them with additional monies that are not provided by the districts. So we're putting this event. You want me to talk about what the event is?
Well, before we start talking about the event, LJ Bush, what's up, man? Are you trying to avoid me or something? Because I thought, you were going to be sitting over here. Oh, man, he let me down, but that's okay.
Yeah, he did.
But Now with the event, most people don't understand that our community, our high school, was the top athletic high school in the state as far as for 3A last year?
For 3A, we have 11 sports teams, girls. I don't know how many boys teams we have, but for each, however you end up in the season, whether you're region winners, whether you make it to playoffs, if you're a state championship team, you get a certain amount of points for what they call the Coaches Athletic Award. And Hilton Head High School was the top 3A school in athletics last year, so we won that award. As far as for the girls teams, we had 3 state championship girls teams: soccer, tennis, and swimming. Cross country and golf were runners up, and the other sports teams have had good seasons also. As a matter of fact, our girls swim team just last weekend won the girls 3A state championship. So we're already starting off with a great year in our girls sports teams this year.
Now with the Expo, how many different events are you having at the Expo, and who is it available to as far as age range?
Anybody's available to come. And just because the ladies teams are putting this on doesn't mean it's only for women. It's for anybody that wants to come. Of course, we want to encourage all of our athletic teams, all of our girls to participate, and we're trying to get our teachers involved. You know, we're a cluster school. We have the elementary schools and the middle school and the high school. So we're promoting it throughout all the schools that are there to get their teachers out and to also get the girls to participate. And then each of the teams has around 40 tickets they're trying to sell out into the community. So we're hoping for a great showing. We have 4 camps. It's kind of like 4 athletic camps, 30 minutes each. People can go to whichever classes. Our first class starts at 8:30 to 9. It's going to be a boot camp with Joni Colburn from Hilton Head Adventure Boot Camp for Women. She is she does a boot camp here. I go 3 days a week at 5:30, which is in the morning, a.m. So she's a phenomenal instructor, and she's really about your whole body, spiritually and athletically, and how you feel about yourself. So she's going to be doing a boot camp. L.J. Bush, with some of his football coaches, are going to be doing a football obstacle training next, and that's going to be 9:15 to 9:45. At 10 o'clock to 10:30, we're going to have Turbo Kick from Powerhouse Gym. Jackie is the instructor for that. And then at 10:45 to 11:15, we're going to have Zumba with Chamonix from Powerhouse Gym. So I hear she has a really big following, and that's a pretty fun type exercise to do. And so Powerhouse Gym and Hilton Head Adventure Boot Camp, those instructors have donated their time to come out. And I also would like to thank Hargrave for donating the funds to do all of our printing of our tickets and our flyers. And so they love to support whatever is going on in the community, and that was a nice thing for them to do. So essentially, we have no expenses, and whatever we raise, it's going to be split between all the teams that participate. And so we're hoping we're going to get a lot of community spirit out there.
Now you also have, I guess you could say, a sister event that's taking place at the same time. You have the community sports venue, which is the high school football field and track. And then right in the parking lot outside that, you have the senior class that's actually putting on a yard sale.
So I'm going to take this free airtime to promote the Seahawks yard sale. The senior class of 2012 is putting on a yard sale. They're raising some monies. They have different things that seniors usually put on for their class. They have a senior night. They'll do a big breakfast. These are usually right before graduation. They give out different awards for the seniors. And then the senior class always presents the high school with a gift before they go. So they're raising monies for that. So they're having a yard sale. You can come to the yard sale and shop. You can rent a space for $50, and you just have to contact the high school about that. And so we're hoping that people will be going back and forth between both events, and not only helping out the Seahawk athletic teams, but helping out the senior class also at the same time.
Well, now here's an opportunity throughout our community, and that's regardless if you have a child in school or not, to give back to our children, which I said earlier, they're the foundation of our community. you have both the yard sale and the fitness expo, where you can come and just spend a little time. I mean, you have a chance of spending a little money and taking something home with you. But the most important thing that you take with you is you know that you're giving back to your community. These kids work so hard, whether it's in school or out of school. They're working for their future, and in hand, that's our future also. So it's a must that you go. I mean, not only, like I said, to bring something back home from the yard sale, but also show young ladies like Suzanna that, you know, her time is not in vain. I mean, they're giving so much time. So, you know, for one Saturday to come and hang out and go to the yard sale and go get some exercise, which we all need, you know, that's a great way to give back. So now with your volunteer service with this, that means when I come out there, because I have a 13-year-old, I'm sure she's not going to want to miss this. You know, you are certainly going to have the leotards on and doing the Zumba out there with everybody else.
I've never done Zumba. I want to try it, but I certainly can't wait to see what LJ puts up for the football obstacle course, because
Yes.
I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, the Zumba sounds fun. We're going to have to, you know, we're going to use the speakers in the sound system in the stadium, so it's going to be a fun morning. We got some vendors that are going to be out there too. Pinot Gelato is going to be there. The Breast Health Center will be there from Hilton Head Hospital, and Hilton Head Hospital will be there giving out some information on some screenings. Dr. Mike Campbell's office is going to be there doing some vision screening. Ken Kohler is going to be there doing some chair massages, and a couple of the gyms going to be there with information about memberships. So we got a lot of things that will be available besides just the exercise.
Wow. Susanna,
all right.
Thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you for
your time.
having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I will see you on this Saturday,
Oh,
right?
that's without a doubt.
All right, great.
Well, this has been Lowcountry View of Hilton Head with Earl Yates. I'm your host, and Suzanna Johnston has been my guest, and of course, for a very important reason, like I said, the kids. So make sure, and the date is October 22nd, that I hope to see all of you out at the high school supporting the kids and also getting some exercise, and maybe you'll be lucky enough to find something at the yard sale that will be all worth it, okay? Take care, have a great day, and it was a pleasure to have you.